Hey, welcome into our True Crimes podcast. I'm Justin, and I'm here with our host, Matt, CJ, and Braden. And today we have this juicy account of a man who's willing to do anything to get ahead in life, even cheat on his family. Get ready for a true crime story that's as old as time, but yet still relevant for today.
That's right, Justin. Today we're looking at this guy who fought and deceived, and he clawed his way through life trying to just get ahead. And he stole from his brother, he deceived his family, and ultimately he deceived his major business partner, who was his uncle, just to get ahead and get what he wanted.
Jeez, talk about climbing the ladder of success at everyone else's expense.
I think this story is a calloused account of somebody who just doesn't care who gets hurt as they try to get what they want out of life. Like, I think we hear about like scam artists maybe on the internet or these like fake phone calls and stuff like that, but usually they're like an oceans away on the other side of the world, and this story just hits differently.
That's what's really so disturbing about this man. When he looks into the face of his brother, father, his uncle, he doesn't see a family member that he should love and treat well, be loyal to. Instead, he sees a scheme. He sees a way to get ahead.
Yeah, and like I understand, like, everyone has issues in their families, right? I mean, that's kind of how it works. Families are kind of messy sometimes, but this surpasses sibling rivalry or just trying to get the respect from your dad or your uncle or whatever.
It sounds like this guy exploited every weakness in everybody around him to get what he wants out of them.
I think the word is that he was just absolutely cutthroat. Like, he looked directly in the faces of the people that he stole from. He knew them.
Yeah, I think this man always felt inferior. He always felt burdened with making a name for himself, no matter what it cost.
Yeah, and like, this guy's ambition was just crazy. It even started like before he was born. They say that the nurses said that when he was born, when he was coming out, like, he was grabbing his twin brother's foot trying to get ahead of him. Even when he was born, his ambition was there.
All right, so from what I understand about birthright laws back then, a major portion of the inheritance goes to the firstborn. And it sounds to me, though, like this dude had a special extra level of deception and quarrelsome and really just manipulation of his heart, right?
Really, it's just kind of shocking what this guy would do to get ahead. I'm guessing that Thanksgiving dinners were a little bit awkward for him.
Yeah, I bet he had a whole lot of lonely holidays. Family wouldn't want to be around a guy like this.
No, this pattern of fighting and deceiving his family, it would culminate in this guy stealing over half of the family farm from his uncle, who was like his business partner for like 20 years. And he came up with this big scam, and then he got super wealthy, and he just took everything from his uncle. So when it comes to family holidays, I'm sure they were pretty sparse.
Yeah.
It's funny, but can you imagine being this guy, knowing everybody he looks at, people he's related to or in his community, are all people that he ripped off? And I got to imagine this created a real sense of isolation in his heart. Like, that has to be a heavy weight to bear, to think that everybody is somebody that I took advantage of. And it probably leaves you feeling pretty alone.
Yeah, I just think that the way this guy lived does not seem like a great way to live. And I guess the question is, can a guy like this learn from this?
Yeah. When you look at this man's life, you'll see that his past finally does catch up with him. And he learns the hard way that if you mistreat others, especially family, if you cheat them, it's going to come back around. And this guy spends his whole life fighting to get ahead, wrestling for what he wants. And it's really sad because he could have had what he wanted cooperating with people and having good relationships. This is a cautionary tale of what happens if you spend your life trying to fight to get what you want rather than learning to trust.